Hello again. How are you tonight? you know, I've been thinking a little bit about healing, and one thing that a lot of people don't really understand is that healing has a lot to do with the things you have in your life. If you have a lot of stuff in storage, or if you have all sorts of things crammed in the closet, there's kind of things that you aren't really looking at. Every one of those objects that you stick in that junk drawer, or all of those clothes that you have in the closet that you never wear, or those shoes that don't fit or are falling apart or something like that, they all hold energy. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how important it is to know exactly where you're at with the things and the stuff in your life. Like if your car is a mess, or if your home is filthy, or junk all over the place, like something's not right. And to look at that, just look at what's going on in your home or in your environment, and understand that the healthier you are, the less you need to put stuff in the closet, the less you need to put things in storage, the less you need to hold on to objects from the past, because it keeps you from being in the moment. It actually causes a lot of problems in your life. You've got to pay for the storage room. You've got to kind of, I don't know, protect these things, or something that it just seems like non-stop problem. And so to actually just go through everything, look at all of the objects in your life and just decide today, are they really important? Or do they just have some kind of weird memory or some kind of story about them that you aren't really able to let go of? Going through your things and actually deciding if this is something that you want to keep in your life or not is a very, very healing thing. And lots of people will have emotional releases as they go through the objects in their life. Things that you've kept for years for some reason, just look at them. Look at the kind of things you think that are so important that you have to hold on to them and hold on to them and hold on to them. I remember one of the first times I did this, I looked in my file, whatever you call it, this important place where all these supposedly important papers were to be stored. And you know what they were? They were things like my divorce settlement, and they were information about child support things, and all sorts of stuff, reminders of horrible times in my life that I'm glad are over. And I just thought, why am I keeping all of this stuff? What purpose does it serve? So I made a little fire. I made a little fire, and I do it often, frankly. I go down to the beach at night sometimes, and all by myself, I just take all these papers and all of these things that aren't really important at all. And I make a little fire, and I just release them and forgive them and let them go. And you know what? I do it a lot, actually. I love it. Once I started to understand that those things were just stored, stuck energy somehow, I realized that the more willing I am to take a good look at the objects in my life and decide if they're really of any value, the happier and healthier I am as a person. Like my home is so much more beautiful than it used to be. And partially because it's not filled with stuff that I have that I don't really like, that I, for some reason, don't feel I can get rid of. My home is pretty sparse, actually, and I love it. I love how sparse it is. It's like, it's easy to maintain. I have a nice little set of dishes that I use all the time. I have nice glasses and nice cups, and I got rid of all of the crap, that I was dragging along that really was never ever going to be of value again. And I feel so much better about it than I did before. So try it. Think about it. Just take a look around and see what your environment is like, what your car is like, what your clothes are like, what your home is like. Is it dirty? Is it filled with piles of stuff all over? Are there boxes and boxes of things that you can't get rid of but that you never ever look in either? Like, take a real good look, because you will learn a lot just by taking a really good look at how and where you live and what you have around you and why you have it around you and things. It's a very, very enlightening thing to do. There you go. A simple, practical healing practice that anybody can embark upon. And how you feel when you're doing it is as important as what you're doing. Like, how do you feel? Is there an emotion attached to that table or that suitcase or that present somebody gave you that you hate but you couldn't possibly think of getting rid of, or all those birthday cards and things that you've been dragging around forever? Take a look at those photograph albums of your childhood and things like that, and actually look at your face in those photographs when you were little. You'll learn so much from just taking a look at what you've got around you and asking yourself why you have it around you and what purpose it serves. So there you go. There's an observation on healing, a simple practical thing that anyone can do, but you have to want to do it, and you have to do it with a degree of reverence, because those things are there for some reason, and you need to understand that they're serving a purpose or they wouldn't be there. And then ask yourself what purpose they are serving and whether you want to continue allowing them to serve that purpose. Good night. Good to see you again. Video number 3. See ya. Bye.